like I'm walking on air. I feel like I'm walking on air. And I can see your house from here. And I feel like I'm walking on air.
Good, Mondor, good. Now that you've crushed Radio City Music Hall, you turn toward Tavern on the Green, where the woman you love is having a cappuccino with the scientist who created you. Cut.
Sorry, I stubbed my toe on Trump Tower.
All right, let's set it up again, boys.
Look, Dennis, I was kind of thinking maybe on this movie I could do a little more.
Like what?
Like maybe direct the final scene when Mondor finally saves Petey, the lovable orphan, and they bond on the fishing trip.
Petey, Neil, check the bottom of your foot. You crushed Petey 3 blocks ago. Believe me, when you're ready to direct, I'll let you know.
Dad, how long have you been here?
Long enough to wonder why I didn't send you to a state college. I paid $500 a credit for this.
What are you doing here?
I've got good news. Uncle Morris caught another one of his sons stealing from the business, so there's an opening.
Look, Dad, I don't want to sell dried fruit through the mail.
But Neil, you could become Uncle Morris's right-hand man. You know, he only trusts family.
Look, I like what I do. I have a future here.
Neil, emergency. Todd Shankman had some bad Indian food. Go hold his head.
Okay. Excuse me, Dad.
Dad? Wait a second. You must be the senior Barish. Hi, I'm Dennis Lake.
Jeremy Barish.
So, did you ever think your son would wind up in the glamorous world of show business, Jer?
Look, Dennis, it's nothing personal. It's just that our plans for Neil didn't include crushing dolls with his feet. Not even our revised plans, which included male nursing.
Let me ask you something, Jer. You're from Hartsdale, right?
Well, that's right. The new section.
So you know Steve Maxwell?
Oh, Steve Maxwell, sure. He lives in the old section.
Steve is one of our investors, Jer. You know that new swimming pool he put in? He paid for it with the profits he got from our big Christmas release, Frosty the Maniac.
No kidding.
Sure. Where do you think our money comes from, Jer? It comes from investors like Steve and you. And all our investors make a profit because we put the money right up on the screen where it counts.
I don't know. This sounds a lot like that sales pitch I heard right before I wound up with that home jerky maker. I suppose the next thing you're going to tell me is that no Scepter film has ever lost any money.
I don't have to, Jer. It's all right here in a recent reprint from the Wall Street Journal.
Dad, look, I know you think this place looks really sleazy.
No, that's because they put all the money up on the screen. You know, none of their investors have ever lost any money. Look, Neil, there's a chart.
Dad, you're not seriously thinking of investing here, are you? Don't forget what happened when you invested in that casino because the maitre d' at Luigi's told you legalized gambling was coming to Ellis Island.
It made sense at the time. It's in the middle of the water, like a big riverboat.
Whatever you do, just talk it over with Mom first.
Neil, I'm a big boy. I don't need your mother's approval. Oops, I gotta go. She's picking out underwear for me at Brooks Brothers.
Ted, how are the Philippines?
Hospitable and convenient. Did you know over there that penicillin is an over-the-counter drug?
You're just getting back now. I thought you went to pick him up from the airport yesterday.
I did. We took Circus Street.
Ted! How you doing, big guy? So, how did the theater owners respond to the screening of Beverly Hills 90210 Dead?
Well, not as well as we'd hoped. The only Scepter film they wanted to talk about was Bride of Marshmen. Did you know it's been playing 6 straight years and still breaking house records at the Imelda Fourplex? So, anyway, I said we'd make a sequel. It just seemed a natural. It was also the only way I could get out of the country after the customs officials x-rayed my ceramic frog.
Great work, Ted. All right, let's get on this thing right away. I'm pretty sure we can get all of the original cast, at least the ones that weren't gunned down by the federales at the rap party.
Hold on. Alicia played the original Bride of Marshman, and I know she'll never agree to do that again.
Oh, we don't need her. There must be someone around here who can play that part.
You're right, Mona. Start thinking, would you please?
It's got to be Alicia. The Philippines won't accept any other bride of Marsh, man. They worship her. She's on their airmail stamp. The day she lost her virginity is their Mardi Gras.
Forget it. She'll never do it.
Why not?
Because she hates you.
Oh, she hates me. Boo-hoo. Neil, all we need her for is just a few key scenes, and then we can keep using them as flashbacks, like we did on our last film after the FBI took away our leading man because they found 5,000 missing copies of Fern Gully in his basement.
I still don't think she'll do it.
You've got to do this, Neil. You're the Alicia connection. You do this, and you'll be a hero. The kind of person I'll keep my eye on. The kind of person I'll want to give more responsibility to.
I guess I could ask.
Remember this, Neil. I never forget someone that does me a favor. You have dreams. I can make them come true.
Last time a man said that to me, he was shouting it from a purple Lincoln.
That was incredible.
Thanks. I hope I didn't distract you too much.
Only at first. I know every guy has his own tricks to keep going. Most think about baseball. You're the first to shout out the names of temple members who have died this year. You know, you really have your own special way of making me happy.
And you are so loved in the Philippines.
You know, Neil, sometimes a girl just wants to hear how pretty she is.
Look, Alicia, I have to ask you something.
What, Neil?
Well, boy, this is going to be harder than the time when I was 10 and wandered into the ladies' locker room at our beach club by mistake and caught a glimpse of my mother's paddle tennis partner toweling off.
Neil, after what I just did, how could you be afraid to ask me for anything?
Well, Dennis wants me to ask you if you'll be in the sequel to Bride of Marsh Man.
Get out.
Sorry. Look, I promised I'd ask.
How could you ask me this when you know how I feel about that lying, conniving sleazebag?
Okay, look, let's just forget it.
Oh, how do you expect me to just forget it? Neil, I have nothing but horrible memories of the month I spent down in Mexico doing that movie. Except for that one miraculous day when the oldest man in Cancun walked for the first time in 20 years to help me get my bag off the top of the bus.
This was going to be nothing like that. This was just going to be shoot a couple of scenes in the studio.
I can't believe this. You don't know when to stop, do you, Neil? What are you getting out of this?
What are you talking about?
You come in here, you ask me a question that could put our entire relationship in jeopardy, which it has. There must be something in this for you, so what is it? What are you getting out of this, Neil? Nothing? You're getting nothing?
Boy, I haven't felt this stupid since that time at camp when I traded bunks with Scotty Arnovitz and ended up spending 8 weeks underneath a bedwetter.
Neil, you can't let Dennis just use you like this. The only way I would even consider doing this is if we could use him to get something for you. So, what do you want, Neil?
What do I want? Well, someday, somewhere down the line, under the right circumstances, maybe I could possibly direct.
Done.
What do you mean, done? He'll never let me direct.
He doesn't have a choice. If they want me, I'm going to force them to take you. See? You have power here.
Ready for your big day, Fellini?
Well, I hope so. I spent the whole morning at the public library reading every book I could find on directing. It was actually very, very helpful. Did you know that Alfred Hitchcock had gout? Tell you the truth, though, Dennis, I am a little bit nervous, but you think I can handle directing, right?
Hey, if I did, I would have suggested it myself.
There he is. There's Dennis. There's the reason why we're going to be making more than 12% on our money.
Dad! What are you doing here?
Hey, it's not every day you get to watch a movie we're investing in.
You're investing in this movie?
Yes.
Invested. I already cashed the checks. Hey, Jared, introduce me to the boys.
Dennis, this is my Concerned Men of Hartsdale group. Dr. Herb Rossman, our family dentist, a real pioneer.
That's right. The first in Hartsdale to use the fog-free dental mirror.
And this is Murray Goldblatt of Murray's Big and Tall Shops.
So I guess you're the guy to see for a size 80 cardigan, huh?
Murray takes his big and tall clothes very seriously. His uncle was a giant. And this is Arthur Heller. He bought 2 units in the film. He could afford it. He never picked up a check a day in his life.
Neil, I haven't seen you in the chair lately. You think gum disease is something that just happens to the other guy?
Ross, good layoff, my kid. He got this job on his own. He didn't have to marry the daughter of the head of the dental school. I am very proud of you, son.
You should be, Jer. He's directing.
What? What the hell does he know?
Oh, my God, it's the Jack in the Box stock all over again.
Conference!
Wait, this is ridiculous. I don't do this.
Neil, I'm the star of this movie, and I had to put my costume on in the men's room of a Greek coffee shop across the street.
Spiro's nice, isn't he? And by the way, that woman behind the register, that's not his mother. That's his wife.
Let's just get this over with, Neil, okay?
We're fine. We're fine. Now, son, we have full confidence in you. I want you on him like glue.
Hello, Mr. Barish.
Oh, hello, dear. Lovely outfit. Everyone, this is Neil's girlfriend, Alicia. Yes, you heard correctly.
She's also the star of the movie.
Really? Conference. His conference. I want to talk to you.
Oh, no. She was the star of the original one, too. She created the role.
Oh, she created the role. She created the role.
Okay, we're ready. This is going to be the scene when the bride calls out into the darkness for her Marsh man to return.
I left this toothbrush here.
It's yours, dear. Keep it.
Okay. Roll camera. Ready. Sorry, I forgot.
Conference.
Oh, God of the swamp. I pray my marshman is down there. And that someday he will return, and when that day comes, I'll be waiting here. Right here.
Your pain is Leech Boy's pain, Susie.
Come back, marshman, if not for me, for our unborn marshlings. What, Neil, I thought that last take was going pretty well, didn't you?
All right, 3 strikes, Neil. You're out. Al, I need a 2-shot. Neil, I need some coffee.
Dennis, back off. Neil's in charge. There's nothing wrong. What's wrong, Neil?
Nothing. It's just maybe if I tell you what it is I'm trying to go for here.
Good, that's exactly what I need.
Okay, great. It's just like that great scene that Coppola did in Godfather 2. You know, I'm going through the same emotion that Diane Keaton had when she was begging to hug her children just one more time before Pacino emerges from the shadows and coldly slams the door on her face. I mean, that's what I'm going for.
Neil, I'm standing in a fake bog and my co-star has a giant sucker on his head. Look, if you didn't like what I did, just tell me. It's okay, I can take it. Neil, it's us.
No, it's not that I didn't like what you did. You did a great job, really. It was great.
Neil, you're getting that look.
What look?
That look you get when something's bothering you. I haven't seen it since that time in bed when I said, of course I had one. I was just enjoying it in a quiet way tonight.
No, it's just that I don't think you fully understand the character of the Bride of Marshman.
Really?
Well, on the one hand, she's incredibly strong, but on the other, she feels empty and terrified without the man that she loves in her life. She's kind of like my Aunt Sadie the day that her 42-year-old son, Herb, finally got up the nerve to move out and into that apartment across the hall.
Neil, I have played this part before, and I was pretty convincing. Hey, if you don't believe me, you can ask the guy in the Philippines who had to have his stomach pumped after he licked 10 rolls of the stamps with my picture on them because it was the only way he could get intimate with me.
How was I, Neil? Leech boy, you are great. Don't change a thing.
Neil, I don't mean to interrupt, but Dr. Rossman says that Leech Boy has something stuck between his teeth, and it's driving him crazy.
Dad, I'm really busy, okay? So just tell the makeup girl.
Look, Neil, I know you're under a lot of pressure, and I don't want to add to it, but the money that I invested in the film, your mother still thinks we have it.
Look, Neil, I know this is your first time directing, and I know you want it to be great, and it will be. So I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Hey, Truffaut, do me a favor and don't have sex on my time unless we can film it, okay?
Look, Dennis, Neil and I are trying to do something good here, okay? Not that you would understand. A man who made 3 films set on the planet Clitorius.
Ready? Roll camera. And action.
Oh, God of the swamp, I pray my Marshman is down there. Yeah, you're giving me that look. Oh, God of the swamp, I pray my Marshman is down there and that someday...
Cut.
What, Neil, now what?
I could have told you this kid was no genius. He never finished one puzzle in the highlights in my waiting room.
Okay, look, let's see. Please don't take this the wrong way, all right? It just seems to me like you're not really there. I mean, when you're doing the scene, what are you thinking about?
What a tremendous favor I'm doing you.
Kurosawa, we have to talk.
Look, Dennis, I know we're behind schedule a little, but the important
I'm
thing
sorry,
is-
did I say we have to talk? I meant I have to talk. You know what this is? This is 90 minutes of footage of a CBS News van being crushed by a Mexican avalanche. It also happens to be the rest of our film. In other words, shoot these 3 scenes, we're done. Or you're going to have to explain to 5 million screaming Filipinos why the new bride of Marshman is a 300-pound Aztec woman running from a wall of mud with a car battery in her purse. Are we clear? Good boy.
Neil, I didn't mention this earlier. Murray Goldblatt, pacemaker. I thought you should know.
Thanks, Dad. I really need that pressure.
Hey, if it helps.
Okay, Alicia, look, let's just try something new here, all right? Let's forget you're wearing seaweed. Let's forget about Leech Boy. Forget about the bog. Let's forget we're even here.
And forget about my having a seafood bar at my daughter's wedding.
You're not the bride waiting for Marshman, all right? You're Alicia, and you're waiting for your mother.
What? You want me to think about my mother? You want me to dredge up horrible memories like the time she left me in my tiny tear stall at the baccarat table in Monte Carlo with a stack of devalued Algerian francs while she took a hydrofoil to Cyprus with Sal Mineo?
Maybe you should just think about the Marshman.
God, Neil, my mother, how could you be so insensitive?
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to help. Aren't actors supposed to use memories from their own lives? That's what I do, Neil. In that last scene, I was thinking
shut up, Bleach Boy.
I'm just trying to give you some pointers, okay? I didn't realize that this would be so hard. I didn't think that you were going to be so... not good.
I'm sorry, what?
No, it's just that I've seen more emotion coming from my Aunt Pearl wondering what's keeping the cabana boy with her club sandwich.
Neil, like I told Mona on our wedding night, 5 more minutes, and then we're stopping, whether you're finished or not.
Okay, fine. Look, Alicia, fine. Let's just do this.
Do this? After what you just said to me, you expect me to just do this?
Yeah, I'm the director, and I expect you to do what I say.
You know, I've never seen you like this before, Neil, and I can't stand it.
Can't stand what? A little criticism?
Oh, forgive me. I have a little problem with obnoxious, overbearing people who insult me to my face.
He gets it from his mother.
You're happy when you're in control, but when I start calling the shots, you just can't handle it.
All right, you two. That's it, I'm taking over.
Oh, come on, Dennis. You know she'll never go for that.
Where do you want me, Dennis?
What?
What's going on? What happened?
He just fired your son. We're a hit!
How many times have you seen Godfather 2? Yes, you do. Okay, 5. 37. But then again, I'm a film student. Hey, you want to sit together, do the dialogue?
Well, I like to sit really close.
Me too.
Really close to the back.
I'm flexible. I'm flexible about everything except I have to play Luca Brasi. Okay, that was a test. He was killed in part 1.
Forgive me, I'm a little distracted. Women. Where? No, my girlfriend.
Oh, really? Who's your girlfriend? Mine's Michelle Pfeiffer in the Russia House.
Neil, I knew I'd find you here. I How could you do this to me? I just spent 2 hours shooting a horrible piece of crap with a man I swore I'd never even talk to again. I tried leaving 3 times, but Murray Goldblatt kept clutching his heart and screaming, "If this kills me, tell Ramon on the loading dock I'm his real father."
You're right. How inconsiderate of me to have you humiliate me in front of my father, my dentist, and the rest of the concerned men of Hartsdale.
Neil, don't you see? I did what I did for us. Someone had to cut it off before we destroyed our relationship.
What do you mean you did it for us? I haven't felt so betrayed since my mother told me all the kids wear shorts on the first day of school.
Let's just stop. For one thing, I don't want to get into this fight all over again, and there's a really strange guy over there staring at me and mouthing the word Soylent Green is people.
Look, I don't want to fight either, okay? Maybe we should just apologize.
You're right. You go first.
I'm sorry that you have no discernible talent.
And I'm sorry that you weren't there to hear Leech Boy say you sucked.
Maybe we should just start over.
Fine.
Look, I'm sorry, right? It was unfair of me to ask you to do this movie since you have no discernible talent.
And I'm sorry that Leech Boy was only repeating what I had already said.
Look, I just wanted it to be really good.
I know. And maybe next time it will be. So, what do we do now?
I don't know. Kiss? Da 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 da.